I don't want to. It's that feeling of wanting to avoid the frontal. Woo! Right, part 2 of the paragliding joystick. I get to test it. And I just realized I should have painted it because it's exactly the same color as the sand. Right, I'm just gonna set up the bag first so that the wing has something to attach to. It's just a bag that I think they use in construction. It should be able to take 1,000 kilos, so I think it'll be good enough. And then I think I'm going to set it up like this. It has like a butthole that I can open afterwards to make the stuff come out easier. So I just need to tight that really well. And then the carabiners are going to get attached to this. So I'm just going to fill it up now. Well, fill it up with enough. I'm not sure how much I need. For those who thought that paragliding is all fun and games, it's hard work as well. I'll just give it a little test. It's actually quite heavy already. I think I'll put some more in just for good measure, but it gets heavy really quickly. Fold it in here. Now the carabiner will attach to this. So that should work. Actually, it would probably make sense to try to fly it as it is, wouldn't it? See if it has enough power to hold it and all that. So it can definitely take the weight, but because these are trying to be spread apart, it goes and messes with these pulleys when it goes to the side. So I can either put something here to tighten it together, or I'll have to move the straps. Might be easier just to put my belt on it or something. That works. Right, that's all connected and the wing is safe. So I'm going to set up the joystick part of it. Work. That's flat. Just gonna get the lines now. I think I'm gonna go red for the brakes and white for the A's. I think I'm not gonna complicate this too much, and I'm just gonna attach to where the brakes are. I think it's like this. Not entirely sure. I think someone's made a video about it. The pulleys sound terrible. It should be the accelerator, but the seat doesn't have one, so I'm just going to go straight on the A's. Right, this end is attached. So in theory, all we need to do is attach the lines with the right lengths on that side, and it should be good to test, but we'll see. Just gonna put a few of these in, not really to hold it, but more to make sure that the distance, so we have a visual marker to where the distance should be to stay constant. Right, so it's all attached, I think. I'm not really sure about slack and all of that, but we'll give it a go, set it up, see if it works. One of the lines has gone off the pulleys. Both brakes went off the pulleys. So I've just changed the guides so that hopefully these won't come off the pulleys, and I'm gonna pull the whole thing back a bit to see if we can get it a little bit more taut, because I don't have enough range on the brakes or the accelerator, so we'll see. It's stuck. It works, but it's stuck.
What's it stuck on?
Huh? It's stuck on the pulleys again. Can you see the right brake doesn't work, the left brake?
Do you want me to try and sort it out? I can leave it.
So it just got stuck here again. It was working and I had enough range to control, but this brake was stuck on. So it's way too much play on these pulleys, and I need to somehow squeeze them. Right, so it works to some extent, but it's really frustrating. The lines keep getting stuck on the pulleys because they're really bad quality pulleys. So I'll have to see if I can do something about that, otherwise it's back to the drawing board with those. Right, so after some beach figuring, I think I understand what's going on. On these pulleys, they have these little spacers on the ends, and if those are on, it leaves a space between the plate and the pulley itself. So I've taken those off, and with my persuader friend, I've squeezed the ends so that the bottom is now flush, and I think with a bit of tape I can get these two edges and squeeze them down. So maybe this won't rotate as freely, but at least there won't be a gap there for the rope to get caught on. At least I'm gonna try that before we go, because after that I don't think we have time for much more, so we'll see if it works. It's working! And you don't need as much throw as I thought you would. You do need to, for sometimes catching it, but just to control it once it's up, it's not that much. So that works. I'm a bit surprised in a way. I know it was supposed to work, but you build something and then you have loads of problems and you're not sure about anything, and then you try it and then it doesn't work and you think, oh, just give up on the whole thing. But it actually worked after a few tweaks. We're still having problems with the pulleys though, so I think if I upgrade those it's better. But also the geometry of the bag and everything, kind of like the harness, if you will, works in funny ways that I haven't fully got it yet. But when the wing goes to one side, by the geometry of it automatically pulls brake on the high side, which I suppose is a good feature because it brings it back to the top, but ideally you'd want it to be neutral. I think I'm going to play a bit more with it. But thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoy these kind of projects. I really like the intersection between building stuff, engineering and flying. And yeah, I want to thank all these amazing people on Patreon for supporting the channel in projects like this. And if you fancy seeing more of this stuff, consider supporting us on Patreon, or you can subscribe to the channel, share the videos, all of those good things. You know what to do. Anyway, see you next time. Bye.
He's having a great time.